consumption. We can see that one large facility, one luxury hotel, is consuming energy and has an impact on the environment like 400 houses. When talking about 400 residential houses, we are talking about maybe a small village or a village, a complete village. So every 1% we are saving in energy consumption in luxury hotels or complex buildings like universities, hospitals, and other buildings, we are saving the annual energy of 4 homes' energy consumption. To see what is the map of our presentation, we are going to talk about a systematic method and systematic online system to produce a green action plan to make the complex buildings, and especially the hotels, towards being more green and more energy efficient. So we can see, we will see also where, how, and the outcome of green action planning for luxury buildings and big facilities. So what is the story? The story that we will give today and we will share the case is 5-star hotel, Palace Intercontinental in Bethlehem, and we will see how was the design of action plan for energy, what was the output. We will examine and test the results, the actual results of energy consumption and energy efficiency during this time. So, what is green engage? The main purpose of a green engage and green engage system, this is a sustainable online system where compared facilities and large facilities has the opportunity to input their data of energy consumption and waste into the system. The system tells the hotels, it's mainly designed for hotels and special company of the hotels, and tells hotels what they can do in terms of energy use and to be green hotels. It gives them also the means to conserve energy, measuring, benchmarking, and reporting, and also action planning. So let's look into the mechanism, how this system works. When we're talking about hotels, because our study here is specific for luxury hotels, we can talk about big facilities and luxury buildings and hospitals. Maybe all over the world we have different facilities that have the same criteria or shared criteria in terms of energy use. So the opportunity to compare these facilities is very big when we have the data of the system. All these systems and all these buildings having the data in one cloud and generating reports. We have the opportunity after that, when we have the data input, to generate reports and to do the benchmarking, which is very important when we have a benchmark. So different places and different areas, different facilities will compare themselves in terms of energy use to other buildings. And to create energy saving indicators in different ways. In terms, for example, for the hotel, for occupied number of occupied rooms, number of guests per hotel, number of occupants, and how much energy is being consumed for every guest or every occupant of these buildings. Comparing performance, then based on placing each property in a certain scale in terms of energy, we can have set of actions and areas that can improve the energy consumption in such buildings. After implementing the actions and the green solutions, we can have the input again to be fed to this cycle and then have a new comparison. And this is actually what we're going to do in the case study. We'll see what was the energy consumption in the facility that we put in our study and what is the actual after implementing certain actions in certain actions in terms of energy use in the building. So also here we have the levels that can be achieved in terms of being green, starting from level 1, the lower base as a partner. This is near-term energy savings that with low cost or zero cost investment and actions, you can achieve the first level of being green building and go up to the fourth level, for example, as a leader, which could be an innovative and an energy smart building, which usually is associated with more capital expenditure, more investment, more actions in this term. And what is good in this story, we have buildings in the world already achieved the leader position or leader level in terms of green engaged or green building. What is the key action groups in the buildings? What we have to focus on to put an actions? What are the areas that we should look for and put actions to implement towards being green? As we see here, operation and the processes. And sometimes this is something that we forget very often. That the occupants of the building and energy staff and people in the building affect very much the energy consumption in the building. So we have to put in our procedures, in our action, something to deal with the processes and actions. Site of the building for new construction buildings and new construction facilities. We have to look into the site very well, and because it is affecting very much the energy use. We have to focus also on water systems, and how we are using water, and how can we reduce and being innovative in terms of water system. Products and materials that we are using in the buildings also very important, because using different types of materials, durability of materials, the effect on environment, how can we dispose the materials in case of dismantle, wastes and the procedures of dealing with waste and the production of waste, building envelope, because it is the building envelope is the interface between the environment and the building itself. So we have to look very carefully in terms of design and improvement. Mechanical systems, because it is also the major consuming, the major groups of energy consuming in the building is the mechanical systems and also the energy. Here we can see some of the examples that we can address in these areas that we have explained, certain areas where we can address as solutions to be green. So one example is staff active green team, establishing and training staff to be green, how to save energy, how to deal with energy, because they are the building occupants are the people who are using the energy. So if they are not trained well, if they are not using energy in an efficient way, this will affect very much the way they use. Meter hole building energy use, for example, conduct energy audits, provide guest room master control, chiller heat recovery. All these actions in different things and areas, in key areas, could be put into an action plan that can be implemented in certain time and a certain amount of expenditure, capital expenditure, to be green hotel. So what in our case study, here we are looking to Jasper Palace Hotel in Bethlehem, 5-star luxury hotel. It consists of more than 2,080 square meters of area of building. It has ballrooms, restaurants, kitchens, facilities, different energy consuming systems. The description of the existing energy systems here. We're talking about the HVAC system, air conditioning and ventilation. Very big and huge energy consumption, electrical consumption, boilers, steam boilers, and also different facilities, swimming pools that consumes a lot of energy in different areas. I'll skip this one and get back to this. Here, after the action plan were put to the building, we have implemented certain actions in the Green Action Plan, and we will see how was the results during like 4 years on the building. Here, different actions that we can see in terms of modification to HVAC system, increasing efficiency of boilers, using of reclaimed chillers, changing the type of fuels and hybrid systems, changing the lighting system, and also here in terms of water, using water-saving systems and showers, self-timing showers, considering and implementing gray water recycling system. So I get back to this slide and see the trend of energy. How was energy being used during 4 or 5 years? And we can see that reduction in trend in electricity, also in diesel and LPG gas, which is the main fuel used for heating and space heating and hot water production. Also the water consumption, changing from 40,000 cubic meters per year to like 25,000 cubic meters per year. Also we can change, we see the change like in electricity. In 2010 it was like 3.5 megawatt hour, and 2014 to the middle of this year, because the study was made to month of June. The expected closing, this was the actual like 2.5 megawatt per year. Here we have something very important in terms of building and complex buildings. Is the energy saving indicator. The energy saving indicator is telling us where we are standing in terms of energy use compared to other buildings. Here we have a comparison between 2013 and 2013, where we have in the past year 18.62 kilowatt hour per occupied room consumption, and in 2014 it was 13.6. This reflects a 29.3% saving in energy in terms of occupied rooms, and in terms of money saving it was 27.4, and this of course due to the change of energy cost per kilowatt hour. Here with the benchmarking, we can see if we compare the hotel results with the benchmarking, electricity 150 kilowatt per meter square per year is a good hotel. The hotel achieved 86. For gas and the fuel, it achieved 77, less than the benchmark, and in water it was under 30 liters per guest per guest for every guest. Okay, so it is good benchmarking. Also, we can see here the trend comparison between 2014 to 2014. We can see in terms the two colors that you can see. 2014 is the white color, and you see electricity, in fuel and water it is less. Here 2014 and 2013, $600,000 for 2014, and it was $800,000 for year 2013. So have proved that green action planning for luxury buildings or complex buildings can has a big effect on these buildings. And as we said the previous, that every 1% we are saving in these buildings, we are saving four houses in annual consumption and annual use. The green action planning and the way we're using the sustainable system, Green Engage, can be shared and can be expanded to other buildings within the same country and within the other countries with peer comparison and peer indication. Thank you very much.
الأسئلة أنا بفضل إنه نجمعها بعد انتهاء المحاضرات. ألف شكر للمهندس أحمد حداد على محاضرته القيمة وعن تجربته والنتائج اللي وضحنا إياها. رح تكون عندنا المحاضرة الثانية عن رسالة أو هي ورقة للمهندسة بسمة سعادة، جزء كان من رسالتها الماجستير خلال العام الماضي اللي حصلت عليها في جامعة النجاح الوطنية. هي رح تعطينا فكرة عن نتيجة التجارب أو المحاولات اللي قامت بها وزارة التربية والتعليم العالي لتحسين وضع المدارس من الناحية البيئية أو كمحاولات لمدارس خضراء. صحيح المهندسة خولة اللي سألت في المحاضرة السابقة موجودة؟ صحيح، يعني أنا الدكتور عماد يمكن ما جاوبت بعض الأسئلة. الصحيح إنه أنا اسمحوا لي دقيقة واحدة بس أجاوبك على السؤال اللي سألتيه بالنسبة لمحاولات الجيوثيرمال وغيرها. احنا في بعض المشاريع يجب ان نفهمها كيف تعمل قبل ما انه نقرر تنجح ولا لا. يعني لا سمحتوا يعني اذا اخذنا بعين الاعتبار انه عدد المدارس في وزاره التربيه والتعليم التي بها نظام تدفئه او تكييف يساوي 0، شو بدك توفر طاقه في التدفئه والتبريد؟ يعني هون السؤال اللي احنا دائما لازم نجاوب عليه. اذا كان لا يوجد طاقه تصرف في التدفئه والتكييف فماذا سنوفر فيهم على 0؟ هلا لما نيجي للجيوثيرمال النظام المعمول فيه اللي هو حكى الدكتور عماد انه مينا عنده محاولات. الجيوثيرمال السيستم المستعمل حاليا هو نظام لزياده فعاليه انظمه التدفئه والتكييف. فإذا أنت ما عندك نظام تدفئة وتكييف فاستعمال الجيوثيرمال سيكون أوبسوليت ملوش قيمة. فعشان هيك لازم نفهم هاي الأمور. أحيانا بصير خلط عندنا في المفاهيم لبعض الأمور، وإن شاء الله يعني ممكن تكون في يعني طرح لهذا الموضوع أكثر. وإحنا بكثير من المحاضرات نعملها في مجلس البناء الأخضر بنوضح هاي الفكرة. إحنا نريد، والدكتور مهند رح يكون محاضرته في هذا المجال، رح نشوف كيف يمكن ان نحسن وضع المدارس بدون ما انه نضطر لا. انا متقيد في الورقه، بعد يمكن تسال الدكتور مهند بعد المحاضره الاخيره لانه على نفس الموضوع. طيب الان الورقه للمهندسه بسمه هي بعنوان دراسه تقييميه للابنيه المدرسيه الخضراء في الضفه الغربيه للمهندسه بسمه سعاده. حصلت على درجه البكالوريوس في الهندسه المعماريه من كليه الهندسه في جامعه النجاح الوطنيه عام 2007، وفي العام 2014 حصلت على درجة الماجستير في الهندسة المعمارية من نفس الجامعة أيضا. وكانت رسالتها تحمل دراسة تقييمية للأبنية المدرسية الخضراء في الضفة الغربية، وكان لي الشرف أن أكون المشرف على هذه الرسالة. عملت بعد تخرجها مساعدة بحث وتدريس لمدة عامين بالنجاح، ثم عينت كمحاضرة في جامعة فلسطين التقنية خضوري بالفترة من 2009 إلى 2011، ثم انتقلت بعدها إلى وزارة التربية والتعليم بالإدارة العامة للأبنية في قسم التصميم منذ عام 2011 وحتى الآن. وتفضل تقديم والكتب.